honeycomb coughs and clears his throat. Madam, you see before you stand. Hey, ho, never be still. The old original favourite grand. Grasshoppers green Bavarian band, and the tune they play is an Askin pie. So the trip to even ho, up, down, to and fro. You have no word. Please leave us here. Close our eyes to the octopus ride. Isn't it good to be lost in the wood? Isn't it bad so quiet there in the wood? 20 even less to me than I thought, with a honey flower, yellow prickly seeds, clover, honey bottomistic shining feet. Well, the mad cat laughed at the man on the border. Hey, hey, ho, up the toilet. He'd run, shot a kangaroo. So through that tree they cried, please leave us here. Close our eyes to the octopus ride.
So I'm in the Mournes. We're on our way to Shannah Lake, and whoa, this isn't recommended walking backwards when there's boulders everywhere. But we're on our way to Shannah Lake, and I'm hoping to go for a swim later. Okay, good morning, friends and family. So I'm here at the shore of Lough Shannah, and we're surrounded by these lovely hills and peaks. There was about an hour and a half walk to get here. I'm here with Bobby and Colin, who does not want to be on camera. And we arrived here in the dark, so it wasn't until like now this morning when I woke that I could appreciate this amazing view. So I brought my tent with me, but decided not to use it, and instead I used a bivy bag, a military issued sleeping bag, and my ground mat from Decathlon.
I'd say you could probably drink that lake water alright, couldn't you?
I think so.
Wouldn't be a thing
There's no
whatsoever.
sheep around here.
Probably fucking lovely as well.
Okay. So
Sam,
these
there's magic bars.
magic bars for breakfast, perfect. And how's your coat? Your coat warm enough?
Could work well, man, yeah, totally.
Okay. Do you sleep
Yeah.
in it?
No,
No. Okay. Sleeping bag's warm enough.
just got me long johns on, dude. Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Tent doesn't breathe very well, but it has two big vents.
Oh dear.
But I know
Okay.
I got in and I was boiling because
Okay.
it's so tiny inside.
Yep.
So
It
it's
keeps all the
real
warmth
easy to
in there.
use, yeah.
All right.
So no, yeah, it's good.
Where
But
did you?
it's tiny inside.
Okay. What's this modeled on?
Laser photon,
Okay.
is it?
I don't know.
It says there, there's a wee badge, laser photon competition or something, so it's like the super light one. It's only a kilo or something.
All right. How'd you think putting it up was?
Wasn't bad considering the dark and it was the first time. And
Okay.
in sand. Aye, not bad, yeah.
Okay. Good. Good morning, Colin.
Good morning, Sam. Speak to Colin, you're filming.
Nope. It's not pointing
Colin
at
is
him.
filming. Don't talk, pretend you're not here. Colin's not here, Sam.
On my way here, I said I would go for a swim. That was
Sorry,
like
Colin.
in the dark, and I thought, yeah, when we arrive, I'll go for a swim. But then I couldn't see, like it was too dark.
Are you going for a swim?
And I think so.
I'm watching him now. He's getting mad. Let's go for a swim. You guys do first. I'm not allowed to swim.
But now that it's morning, I can see. I think I'll maybe go for a swim. I haven't made up my mind yet. The other thing is, I missed like the most amazing shooting star. I went to sleep. I fell asleep before they did, and they stayed up. I could hear them chatting and talking, having fun, and I fell asleep. And this morning they tell me I missed an amazing shooting star. Okay, the sun's rising, and here's my getup. Okay.
Oh yeah, sun's rising, Colin.
Bobby, do you like my my dollar store plastic tablecloth ground sheet? That's what that is.
So is that Tilex stuff that I was saying to you about? No, it's not, is it? Something
No,
else?
it's just something cheap and horrible, which is probably on its way out. There's holes in it already. I actually didn't buy that. Well, I did buy one, but I'm not sure I bought that one because I remember I was at a party at some friend's house and they were about to throw it out, and I said, "I'll take it. I can use it."
Telling the internet about
And I just think it's a shame that people like buy disposable tablecloths. And then I have this like a bivy bag. It's a nice North Face one, only doesn't work. It's not waterproof anymore. I got it secondhand. I think it cost me like a tenner, but it's not waterproof anymore. But it's okay for like conditions like this where it's going to be dry and there's no rain, and what else is like yeah, it adds a few degrees of warmth. And then I'm using this army sleeping bag, which was given to me. This friend of ours, Gary, who has like a army surplus shop, he got that one. He had it and it had a big tear in it, but I got it sewed up, and then and now I use it. Only it's too tight around my shoulders. Like I don't zip it up because I freak out when I can't get things unzipped because they're too tight around me. It reminds me of my days in the hospital. And then what else? There's my ground sheet. Or no, not ground sheet. What are they called? Sleep mat. And it's a 4-class from Decathlon. And I love it. And then I have like, I don't know if it's the matching pillow, but it's like a pillow from Decathlon, which I think is pretty good. I think this is the problem with my bivy bag. It's like the tape seams are like coming away, and it's possible like that the Gore-Tex has lost its Gore-Texiness. So Bobby, tell me about your hemp water.
Colin reckons it tastes of weed.
It's infused with CBD hemp droplets.
Probably someone's off cups and they just squeeze it in.
Droplets. We're making oat coffee, or Bobby's making oat coffee with hemp infused water.
Good way to start the day, maybe. There's enough CBD in it.
Yep. And Bobby, why the Trangia over the MSR? What's the MSR stove called you have?
Pocket rocket.
Pocket Rocket. So why the Trangia today? Or
Just because it was cooking up a big
okay,
meal, even though you were so ungrateful you didn't eat it.
the bigger capacity. Yesterday they made what looked like, you know, a nice beef curry with like rice, and
Talking to the internet.
it looked so easy to make, and I thought, geez, I should do the same, only I would prefer to use, like, I hate to say it, TVP chunks, because I have some in the cupboard. I'm starting to think that TVP is not really good. I looked it up on Wikipedia, like what it is, and just the process of making it made me think, like, I don't know if this stuff's good for you. But what else? Instead of like TVP, you could use lentils or beans of some kind, chickpeas. That would suit me better than the beef they had. So Bobby wasn't happy that I didn't have any.
Holy kidding. More, all the more for me, Sam.
Okay,
I need it too. It's fading away.
great. And there's some left over.
Well, I want to get a picture of my tent over the
Okay.
lake, actually, so do you know.
You know what's funny? It looks like you have sand in your cup. Because it
I'm
looks like the
prepared
same.
like the scouts. Sammy, I didn't do anything with yours.
But I was just commenting on
You're a mean guy.
how Bobby brought a power bank when we're only going away for 1 day, and now I'm realizing that my GoPro is low on charge, so I'm gonna have to be nice and apologetic and ask him if I can borrow it. Nice bubblies.
Nice and apologetic. It's not unheard of.
Well, not that I wasn't being nice, I just thought it was funny that he brought a power bank, thinking you don't need a power bank, our phones will last. But then I forgot I didn't fully charge my camera. Do I need to rinse my cup?
I don't think so.
Okay.
You got up for a wheel last night. I didn't leave the cup, didn't think of it.
Okay. Okay, so the thing.
It's just been sitting out here all night, so it's your call, kind of just.
Alright, yeah, no harm. Okay, so the thing about Bobby's tent is, there's a pole that goes through a sleeve, and it went in quite easily, but then you have to peg it down in 1, 2, 3, 6 places. There's 2 at the ends, and then there's 1 here.
Goes over the middle.
A sleeve that goes over the middle.
And 2 more.
Yeah, okay. So there's this pole here, there's 1 pole, and then 2 short poles over here. And I'm thinking I like the feel of the material, and I think it's super duper light. However,
Same shit as yours?
no, it's lighter, thinner, lighter. And however, Bobby was saying your head is very close to the, your face is almost touching.
There's a good distance between the outer and the inner sheets.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. That makes sense. Because when you look at it, you think, yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But then,
I would get in it, Sam, and lie down and just see how
Okay.
fucking claustrophobic it is. And surprisingly so. Now maybe there's a bit more pull in it. But there's not much in it.
yeah, I hear you. So that's what it looks like. And I like the yellow. I like the glowing yellow thing. And then,
all yellow.
how's your ground mat?
Yeah, man, it was alright. It was warm actually, yeah. Came off it a couple of times and I was like, oh, that's cold or something, on my ass or something.
Okay.
And just shuffled back on it and it was better.
Right. The stitching looks pretty good. It doesn't look like there's any seams taped, but this is the inner, so you don't need it taped on the inner.
Yeah, and as I said, I'm not sure if there is any seams to it.
Okay. I think once you're in it though, your head shouldn't be in contact with the.
It wasn't in contact, but it's close enough.
Yeah.
When you wake up in the middle of the night,
Yep.
and the first thing, it's just directly there, and you're just it's surprised me the first couple of times we woke up,
Yeah. The length is quite short. It seems like your head is at one end and your feet are right at the other.
And we're not big,
Yeah. And then,
no jacket, and I was sort of feeling,
Yeah.
was it too close at one end?
and that's what I think is nicer about mine. I can put a bag at the end of my feet or at the top of my head, depending where I'm positioned in the tent. So, yeah, I could, easily make it work and say, yeah, I can live with it. However, I tend to shift and move a lot when I'm sleeping. I would roll and turn a number of times during the night. And you might end up too close to the side of the tent, or I think the width is okay. And then Colin's tent. Okay, Colin, can I comment on your tent?
Comment around now.
Okay, has everything I like about a tent. A full fly, and then relatively thin and light poles. However, the poles I think might be delicate, so you just have to be careful with them. As long as you're careful with them, they'll be fine. And then you can peg it in, but it's also a freestanding tent. And what else is, there are no poles. There's the most simplest to use clips to attach to the poles, which I quite like. And It's a bit stealth looking, you know, it's black if you don't use the fly, which is highly reflective. Pretty cool. But so tell me about the shooting star.
Just zipped over there.
All right, and it was huge.
Fucking brightest shooting star I've ever seen.
Was it quite low?
Yeah. Just straight across here.
Amazing.
Maybe disappeared behind that mountain, but just before it maybe.
Oh man.
Yeah, it kind of burned out, didn't it, before it disappeared?
And I thought just like looking up at the stars at night was pretty intense or amazing. I forgot that there's such a thing as shooting stars. Oh, look at this. People come mountain biking here. Colin noticed that the fog is rolling over the mountain, and it's really beautiful. I wish I would notice stuff like that more. I maybe would have if I turned my head, but I just didn't see it. And up on that peak, there's like 2 or 3 people. We could see their lights flashing during the night. And now I can see them up there moving about. Colin was just saying that there's like a lovely wee beach down here, and I'm gonna go check it out. So I've got my shorts, and I'm thinking about going for a swim. It's just, I know it'll be very nice. It's just overcoming that initial like deciding, you know, making that first step to get in is, you know, that's what I'm struggling with. But I'm thinking, like, you know, I love open water swimming, but I struggle with it almost every time, unless it's warm. Oh, here's that beach he's on about, and it is nice. Okay, so with my experience, like, going in is always a little painful, but then after a few minutes it's like, yes, I love this. And the cloud coming off the hills now looks pretty amazing. Okay, no initial like this is freezing, so I think I should be okay. There's this bronziness to the water. I don't know if it's a result of peat in the soil. And Bobby was saying to me, if you're of like one faith or leaning, it's turf, and if you're of the other, it's called peat. And I didn't know that, but I think the color is a result of that. Yeah, it's a little bit freezing, but I'll manage if I keep moving. A little cold on my shoulders, but otherwise I'm okay now. It's been a while since I've swam, so I feel like I'm a bit out of shape, but feeling alive. I love this setting. So that's where we camped over there, but I think that beach would have been a little bit nicer. Not that it matters too much, it's all very nice around here. So I'm just going to swim to the other end and back, and that'll be like today's swim workout. always the way. Like, I'm like so reluctant to enter, and then once I'm in, I'm thinking, hey, this is great. I just want to like live in here. Okay, so I'm well past the halfway point. I now have to reach the other side and decide if I'll swim back or walk around the shore. I'm not even sure if there's a trail along the shore, but I think there is. Okay, I'm here on the other side. Now, like, I'm thinking, do I swim back? Or do I don't know if there's a path along here. I think there's one more, like, inland. I was getting a little bit worried halfway there on the way back. I started feeling like really dizzy. Now that I'm here, I think I'm going to make it. Okay, so halfway back, swimming across to the lake, or across the lake, halfway back from there, I started feeling really dizzy and nauseous, and I thought, I can't do the front crawl anymore. It just makes me feel too dizzy, and I couldn't swim in a straight line, and it was scary. It was a little bit scary, and I thought, okay, worst case scenario, I'll just swim, to the side, which wasn't too far away. But when I got out of the water, then I started shivering, thinking like, flip, I'm really feeling the cold too now. So like, feeling cold and nauseous is not pleasant. And then I had some, sweets and a bar, and now I'm feeling better. Bob's letting me wear his coat, and that's helping too. And we're just walking back to the car park where I have my motorbike parked, and we're going to head home. And what's funny is we met a dunker, like there's a club called the Monster Dunkers, and I met Kenny, and he was saying, like, if you haven't been in the water for a long time, you shouldn't go in for more than 10 minutes. And I thought, flip, I was like in it for like more than an hour. Bobby and Colin were saying. So it got a little highly unpleasant, but now that I'm over it, I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling better. Whenever I visit places like this, I'm always thinking how I want to come back here with like other people I know, like Julianne and Chris and Aoife, and how lucky we are to have like a nice dry warm day for it too. Well, it's warm, but I'm still freezing because I was in the water. Hello. I have an apple, but I think it's buried in my bag. I don't know if we have enough time for me to get it out. This guy here, I fed him an apple, and he ate the whole thing. I was worried he was going to take my hand off with it. It was a little bruised, but he didn't seem to mind. I need to catch up to Bobby and Colin because they're much further down, and Colin has a guitar lesson to teach. This is my getup. Sleeping bag in the front and backpack. Oh wow, aren't you beautiful? Oh shit. Yeah, you're gorgeous.